noticed when I was training for my first 100-mile event that I was gaining weight, and that went on for another year as I did more and more of these 100-mile bike rides, and then I figured it out. And so I'll tell my experience, because it's the same as what's happening to lots of other people, which is basically to fuel your rides, people have a good carbohydrate meal before they start riding, and then they have a couple of snacks as they ride. That's common best practice, fuel your rides. However, think about it. You are eating in order to exercise. You're exercising to lose weight, but you're eating more in order to exercise. Just sharing the lovely view there. So what's going to happen? People are drinking energy drinks to fuel their rides, loads of sugar. They're eating flapjacks and energy bars and protein bars, all sugar. And what that does is you go out on a ride and then you come back home and you eat the same meals you would have eaten anyway, even if you hadn't exercised. So all you've done is eaten more because you're exercising. So that's a conundrum a lot of people are facing, and there actually are really easy ways around this I discovered. So what did I do to resolve this problem? First of all, some nice houses, aren't they? Sometimes I think half the time I go riding it's just so I can see some of these nice neighborhoods. It's quite aspirational or inspirational. What you think? Anyway, back to the proper topic. So what did I do? Well, I think we all know the answers. These are the hazards of filming and riding. So we all know the answers. Eat less sugar and eat less calories overall if you don't want to gain weight or you want to lose weight. And that's pretty much what I did. So, for about 20 years now, I've used a diet style called intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is basically about restricting the period of time that you eat in the day, and it's really effective for maintaining weight. But when I started doing these long rides, I was breaking my fasts before I ride because I thought I needed to fuel the rides. When I saw the weight gaining, I went back to my old system of fasting. So I get up in the morning for my long ride and I start riding, and after an hour then I'll start eating because I didn't want to take any chances. So I start eating after an hour, and then the next week I pushed it to 2 hours. I'd ride for 2 hours, then I'll start to eat once an hour like I do on a long ride. Then it became 3 hours, and then it became 4 hours, and I realized it's quite comfortable to get up in the morning, drink only water or coffee or tea, no sugar, no sweetness, and just head out and ride. And it didn't affect my pace or anything. And so that's what I do now. I don't eat until after I've ridden. In fact, I don't eat any differently on days when I ride to days when I don't. So the pattern I use is first meal of the day, 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Second meal of the day, maybe around 8 p.m. So That's how I eat 2 meals a day, and the meals are within 4 or 5 hours of each other. That's how I eat, even if I ride. And the only times I change that are when I do seriously high intensity stuff, when I'm training for big events. If I'm doing seriously high intensity, I eat my first meal as soon as I finish training. I don't wait. So today, I went riding at 1 p.m. and I'm gonna get home maybe 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. I'm still only gonna eat at 5 p.m. and then again at 8 or 9 p.m. and that's it. 2 meals. Normal training, I don't feel the need to eat. So for normal training, I don't need to eat immediately after. What I do after training always is drink a liter of water. When you've trained, what your muscles need the most is hydration, because your muscles are mainly made of water. They're about 70% water. So you got to drink. That's actually what you crave when you finish training. It's not food or energy, it's drink. Now, for those of you who are concerned about not eating and training, let me reassure you, I've gone 24 hours riding. I've ridden from Milton Keynes to Brighton and back without eating, just drinking, only drinking water. I've done even more. The longest I've done is 40 hours. I've done more than 500 kilometers riding without eating. I'm not encouraging you to do that by any means. I was doing that because I wanted to test the theory. But what it shows is that for normal training, 4 or 5 hours, you're not in any danger if you don't eat, guys. You don't have to eat to train, so don't eat to train, otherwise you're gonna struggle to stay lean. I hope that makes sense. So if anyone has questions, you know how to reach me. So here's the summary. Don't fuel your regular training rides if you don't have to, because it's just unnecessary energy intake. Your body can cope with rides up to 4 hours if you build up to it gradually over a month. And of course, if you've got the fitness to do it. If you can ride for 4 hours already, then it will take you a month to be able to do it fast and comfortably. After 4 hours, you might want to enjoy your rides more and eat something on occasion. But if you want to be healthier, you don't want so much visceral fat, that's midsection fat, try not to fuel your rides by eating before the ride. Just eat your normal meals after, or schedule your rides around your normal meals so that you finish your ride just before a meal. It's much easier, it's much healthier, and I use energy products. I'll use Coca-Cola even, and Mars bars and stuff in very long rides, but I only do these rides a couple of times a year. They don't have an effect on my overall health or my weight. It's what you do week in, week out that affects your weight. And if you're fueling all your long rides every weekend, you shouldn't be surprised that all that extra eating of all that extra sugar is making you put on weight. I hope that makes sense.